Hello YouTube, I'm Cecilman, and today I'm going to be bringing this to you, the 5-column smooth stone generator made by CU7 from the Capital World Skyblock server. It uses 5 lava source blocks to make 5 stone columns with astonishing speed and efficiency. Not the simplest of builds to attempt, which is why I'm about to show you how to build it. It's actually really fun to build, and it mines 3 to 4 stacks of smooth stone with efficiency 5 unbreak silk touch diamond pickaxe. So without further ado, here it is. Okay, so I've already introduced myself for this episode, but just over here is the stone gen I was using, and a couple of examples of steps along the way to building it. As you can see, it is rather complex, but once you've got the hang of it, it's fairly easy actually. I mean, it is rather, I guess, it's not too hard to build, but I guess the hardest part is when you want to do something like this and conceal it. I will show you how to elevate that switch from here, and it's best to have the switch here purely because I don't know how to build it around the corner like it was built on my island, if you saw that in any of my episodes, which I don't think I did really showcase it there. But without any further ado, I'm going to show you how to get started. Now, you might have noticed I've used iron blocks there. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to use something a little more obtainable, and that will be stone bricks. So you'll need stone bricks around 2 stacks. You'll need some obsidian because it can't be pushed by pistons. What else? We'll need, of course, redstone blocks, redstone dust, redstone repeater, sticky pistons, normal pistons. We won't worry about hoppers just yet. I think that's all besides the lava and the water until we get to our switch. So the first stage is this central part, which consists of 5 pistons facing upwards and 5 sort of like, I guess, zigzagging and opposing each other. So I'll start just over here with a row of 5 blocks. Once I've got these 5 blocks, just take some normal pistons and place those straight on top there. And then we'll place, actually I'll do them in the same orientation as the last few up there. Place 3 on this side, and then in that zigzag pattern 2 on this one, so you can see straight down there, it zigzags either way. Next we're going to place stone, or any block all along there, and then we're going to place 1 there, and then where the redstone is, we're going to place it just there on the ground in front of the redstone, and then we're going to repeat that, and same on the other side, straight along there, and then right there next to the redstone, back up there next to the redstone, up there again, and then next to the redstone. And then this is the start of the base. We're going to place a bit of whatever the block you're using is on either side of the pistons there. We're going to run those out and around, so that way we end up with little wells. Those wells are important because they'll stop the stone from breaking when you are using your generator. And then we'll do the same here. Once we've got those, we'll take 5 more normal pistons, and just above each of the holes on the block behind it, we're going to place normal pistons facing inwards. And with that, we've done the first part of this tutorial. So you can probably pause it there and get that done. It's not too difficult. The next stage is getting your outer walls and your redstone paths done. For the rest of the, I call it the chassis, and then reinforcing it with the obsidian. So I'm going to reinforce this first. I'm going to place those on the back of each of these pistons here. And then on the opposite sides, so this one here is in line with that piston, so that way when this piston is pushing the stone along, it will stop at this block, and then same here, won't push past the obsidian, and so we just keep going like so. We're going to take our stone bricks, and then we're going to build our way around, like so, leaving gaps on, or leaving the edges here without being covered. One in the middle there. Out to here, and we're going to bring that edge around between each of the pistons, and then out again, bring this down, and then we're going to connect that like so. Once we've done this, you'll find that each of these wells has at least 3 surfaces either side of it. This is where the stone will be pushed through and water will be sitting there and flowing into these wells. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to run some, I guess, bridges down. This one in the middle of the 3 will come down on that angle like so, and this one like so. And then on this side we only need to do 2, so we're just going to go out to the sides. This is to keep it as squared up as possible. You can bring them straight out, but you're going to wind up using a little bit more redstone, and this is the least resource intensive way to do it. So that's your chassis done, like so. Oops, actually I did forget, you do need to place blocks on top of each piston. It is fairly important. And next up we'll do the wiring. So it'll look like so. I'll do the switch at the end. So as to keep that a little separate, so that way if you don't want to include it, if you'd rather just do your redstone torch thing, go for it. But that switch gives it a really short pulse, which is rather important to keeping the timing just right. So we're going to take our redstone repeaters. This one, 2 ticks. This one, 2 ticks. All of the ones on the bottom layer are 2 ticks. So 2 ticks there, 2 ticks there. And then this one coming out from the side. We're going to take our redstone wire and we're going to run it around up onto these blocks, up on top of the obsidian, and then we're going to keep that going like so all the way around. Bring that up there, bring this down around here, and then this one the same as the other on the other side except mirrored. Then once we've done that, we're just going to prepare the room for the switch, and that'll be done like so. So there's a 3 block gap in there, and I've just filled that edge in like so. And we're going to start here with a repeater, and then we're going to go into this block, between these blocks, and out of this one. These ones are all 1 tick. Same here, like so, and then just around that corner there. Then we're going to run wire here. We're going to leave this block free for the switch later on, and then we're just going to connect these lines of blocks and repeaters, and that's the wiring done. So over here we've got the switch, and I'm going to show you how to build this now. I won't show you until the end how to run this up to the top. If you decide to build a platform, it's not that important. You can always fly or climb down and activate that if you like. But the next thing we're going to do, as I just said, is the switch. So we'll place a redstone block here. We'll place 3 blocks on top of that. They're all temporary. We'll break these 2, and we'll put a downward facing sticky piston here, and then break this block. Then we're going to place a piece of stone, or won't worry about it just yet actually. We'll place that there, sticky piston on top facing inwards. Then we're going to place our block on there. We can now get rid of these 2 blocks. Actually, we'll need that for this one. And then we are going to step that up like a staircase so that you have 3 diagonally like so. Place a blob of redstone dust there. Then we're going to take a redstone torch and a switch. Won't need the pistons anymore. And a lever, sorry. Lever will go there. Redstone torch there, and redstone torch there. Now, with this redstone torch, you can place a light on top if you like. I like to do that. It tells me when it's turned on and tells me when it's turned off. And then once we turn it on, it will cancel itself out and give you a really short pulse. This block will be pushed out and connect the rest of the circuit up, and you should have it working like this. I do suggest you test it first, like I'm doing here, a dry run without any water or lava, purely because you might have forgotten to do these, and you won't sort of see that backwards and forth motion that I'm getting with those 5 there. So I'll turn that off for now, and I'll just time set day. Once we've done that, we can fill her up. Like so. Just place water sources on each of these solid blocks here. Having water sources coming from both sides helps stop it jamming up. Next we're going to place more blocks. Now in mine, if you see it on in one of my videos, I've used glass because I like to be look at the lava and the water. But we'll just use any normal solid block here. Like so, and then we're going to punch these middle ones out. And recall these holes, make sure that they are not blocked in at all, but are covered over the top. we've done that now, and then we're going to take our lava and place it on the back of these blocks, and you hear the stone being made. And once you hear the last one go, flick that switch again, and watch your fill. Now that'll push up to, I think it's 12 or 13 blocks above the bottom pistons, and then it will stop by itself. And this is it, that's done. I would suggest putting either a platform, or I usually use a platform of hoppers, like I've done over there to collect the stone. Reason for that, just because you don't want to be standing here and losing items in the lava, or maybe even falling into the lava, and that'll keep pulsing until you punch some of that out. Like that. Even in creative, it has you have a hard time keeping up with it. And that's a pretty good stone gen. So, I mean, that was only one row. I could have stood there looking up on a diagonal, but alrighty. So next I'm going to show you how to elevate this switch. This isn't something that CU7 showed me. This is something I sort of had to figure out, but I thought it was worth putting into the tutorial. I'm not going to show you how to do the hopper train because that's pretty basic. We will take our stone and we'll use this above the floor. So we'll place the first one here. We'll go around like so. Okay, and then let's say we want to put it in an AFK room. So you don't want this jutting out of the roof. You place there. Alrighty, so I'll just bring this back 2 layers around. And make a makeshift floor that the switch might be on. Righty, now I will have to double check against that one. Now here you're going to need another repeater, because we're going to be putting that facing directly into that piston. We're going to remove this, and then we're going to place redstone here, and then, oh my god, I've already forgotten how to do it. So I'll just double check over here. Yep, just step them up. Shouldn't even have to do that. Should be to go straight up here. And then, like so, we'll take a half slab. Hold on to that. Take a half slab and place that there. And then I can fill in this part of the floor here. I can go all the way around with this. And then on top of that redstone, place another block, take your switch out, place it on there, turn it on, and your generator will start working again. You can turn it off, the light will go off. Remember, that's on top of this stray, sticky uppy redstone torch. And people, that is how it's done. It doesn't really take that long to build, it's just a matter of getting the resources. It does require a lot of obsidian, 10 or 15 if you want to put a cap on it. A fair bit of redstone work, but I mean the timing's so straightforward with it, unlike some others that I've seen before. The bottom layer, 2 ticks. Top layer, 1 tick. If it faces into a block, you're good to go. Make sure it goes around in a circle like it does here, and then it's just a matter of basic redstone physics. I haven't seen one like this until CU7 built it, and to be honest, when he built it for me on my island, I was amazed at how quickly I was getting stone. Put something on the mouse with an Effic 5, what is it? Effic 5 Unbreak 3 Silk Touch book, or, not book, diamond pickaxe, and walk away from it for 5 minutes, come back, and you have 15 stacks of stone, and that, 10 minutes and you've got yourself one of these over here, which is rather impressive. So, yes, I'm actually very pleased with being able to build one of these now. So, and I hope that you guys are able to build one now. I'll leave it at that for today, guys. If you like my videos, press the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I will keep bringing you tutorials, let's plays, and my new Noob's Guide to Skyblock will be coming up at least weekly, I'm hoping. Also, if you have any suggestions or any requests, feel free to leave them in the comments, and stay tuned for more. Until next time, guys, I'm Cecilman. Hey guys, so I just figured out how to do one of these screen thingies where you see all the little episodes and stuff from previous episodes and whatever, and the subscribe button and stuff. So make sure you press the subscribe button, and then, let's see if I can get the directions right. You can click here for my Noob's Guide, you can click here for my Let's Plays, and you can click there, or there. You can click there for my, well, pretty much anything else that I decide to throw in there. Maybe my tutorials. Yeah, I'll put my tutorials there. How's that? Yeah, so subscribe, press it. Yeah, please, if you haven't already. Yeah, I gotta go. Alright.